Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. First quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. With it is Brown. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Again, it's Ballage. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. The Cardinals in a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Open man is Anderson. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, you got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hurts. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. That's Zaven Collins into the backfield with ease and making the stick. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat-trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. Open man is Robbie Anderson. He's got room at the 30. Down the right sideline. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Cardinals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Hurts looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Throwing is Hurts. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On 1st down, Hurts. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. Come on. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Quick slant here to Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Sanders is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Sermon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they told them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups. Murray to air it out again. He's got him in. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. Ballage. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. They'll stay on the ground. Ballage again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns. Prater for the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Stopped shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. J.J. Watt that time able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Now they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hurts. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Hurts. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Kamu Grugier-Hill getting in there and taking him down. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? How do they score here, especially a touchdown? It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. To throw, it's Murray. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Andy Lee now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. "51 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And some room to run now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll work down inside the 45. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Forced out to his left, and that's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They go play action with Hurts. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack, and speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now a man in his second season in a Cardinal uniform. Here's James Conner. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. That one complete to Anderson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hopkins, the man in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Hunter for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st down, Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. They find some open field here. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. Hurts sets up to throw it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Hurts to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown from 4 yards out. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Hurts will throw. That's caught.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
yeah,
you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Going deep for Hopkins. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now, this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On play action, it's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
A higher scoring